When Pam Bondi was sworn in as Attorney General, us conservatives thought we had a fighter. We wanted somebody who would dismantle the weaponized DOJ. We wanted somebody who would protect our constitutional rights. We wanted somebody who would be transparent. But 1 year into her tenure, I think it's time for some real talk. From backpedaling on the First Amendment to the disastrous handling of the Epstein Files, Bondi hasn't just been a disappointment, she's been a real liability for the movement. The biggest red flag came in September. After the terrible death of Charlie Kirk, she went onto a podcast and said that the DOJ is targeting anybody for hateful speech. Now look, I get it. The way that the left handled the Charlie Kirk situation, the way that they laughed, mocked, was terrible. But to go after somebody for hate speech, us conservatives know, we've always been preaching that hate speech is protected by the First Amendment. Even Charlie Kirk himself would agree with that. There is no hate speech exception in the First Amendment. So you as a conservative attorney general, doing that, it just feels like a betrayal, a backstab to conservatives. For how many years have conservatives been fighting the Biden DOJ for censoring us? Only to have our conservative attorney general do the same thing. It's a total rookie mistake at best and a dangerous precedent at worst. Then there's the Jeffrey Epstein situation. For years, we've demanded the truth. Bondi and Trump and the whole Trump administration promised transparency. But what did we get? A total mess. In the House judiciaries this week, even some solid conservatives like Thomas Massie were fuming. I was watching some videos and it was just embarrassing. I mean, the DOJ released millions of documents about the Epstein Files, and what a mess that was. Accidentally releasing information of victims while over-redacting the names of powerful people that we Americans want to see. She also sparred with Jasmine Crockett. Bondi changes the subject like she does here. I'm going to show you a video.
The president and his possible involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I don't know what the president might have done with Jeffrey Epstein, but unlike this administration, I believe that facts matter. So let's talk about the facts. Fact number one, Donald Trump is one of the most named people in the Epstein files. At least 5,000 files contains more than 38,000 references to Trump, his wife, or Mar-a-Lago. Fact number two, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell made young girls available to Trump on multiple occasions. For example, according to this file, Ghislaine Maxwell presented a young girl to President Trump who spent more than 20 minutes apparently flirting with her. Here's another example. This shows notes from FBI investigators that describe Jeffrey Epstein transporting a victim to Mar-a-Lago to meet with President Trump, where he bragged to Trump that, quote, "this is a good one." Now, I'm not saying that the president is a pedophile, but there is a lot of evidence in these files that suggests that he's very close friends with a lot of men who are pedophiles.
I do. Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, my friend, for many years. I find it interesting that she didn't even want to try Congresswoman Crockett to ask any questions, because she certainly did not condemn her leader, Hakeem Jeffries, for taking money from Jeffrey Epstein after Epstein was convicted. And I will be brief to give you your time, Congressman. This is what she didn't want to talk about. Texas, from Cuba, convicted, homicide, arson, weapon offense.
Convicted. So what we talking about? Convict
Texas,
some of these perpetrators that rape these women that are sitting behind you, that you refuse to even acknowledge they are here.
And then finally, let's talk results. I mean, we promised accountability. Instead, her high-profile indictments against James Comey and Letitia James were just thrown out by a judge, all because of legal issues regarding her appointment. If you're going to take a shot at the deep state, you can't miss. These legal failures don't just hurt her. They don't hurt the Trump administration, they hurt the whole conservative movement. They make us look unprepared. We don't need these theatrics and these scripted insults in these committee hearings. We need wins, we need the Constitution, we need trust from the American people. Right now, we're not really getting anything. Pam Bondi was supposed to be the people's attorney general, but we have to ask the question, is she even the right person for the job? In my opinion, she was corny from the jump. I was not really happy with her at all. I mean, just all these promises and not doing much. It's clear that she's just trying to be Trump's right-hand man. So many people in this Trump administration, he just wants people around him who are going to suck up to him. It's unfortunate, and it hurts the American people, it hurts conservatives. It's not what we want. All right, Pam Bondi is all theatrics. I don't know who would be next. Matt Gaetz was preferred. No, not Matt Gaetz either. That dude's a creep. That dude's a weirdo. Just some legit attorney general who's going to act on it. I'm not trying to FaceTime for the camera. Listen, Pam Bondi, if you're ever going to vote for public office, I'm going to make sure not to vote for you. So, listen. Stop with all these theatrics. Deliver the promises that you promised the American people. It's been real embarrassing so far. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think. Pam Bondi's been a real failure. And I'm specifically talking to conservatives. I'm sure you can't be the happiest with her. If you are, I'd like to hear why in the comments. But make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'd appreciate it if you help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm out. Peace.